Next we're going to make a handle for this project, and the handle is going to fit inside the box. It will measure 5 inches high by 13. Now there's a little trick to making this, and I'll just show you how to do it. But first of all, we got to cut a rough piece of wood that would be 5 inches wide by at least 13 1/4. Okay, 5 inches wide. Now we just got to get it to fit inside. Now there's a little trick to this. You want to make it just fit inside, so you're going to need the shooting board. Now you get one side nice and square first, just like that. And here's your box. And we're going to see if it's going to fit. And it's just a little bit long. So the trick is we're just going to shoot it till it fits. Testing to fit each time. I'm just marking it. Got a real snug fit. almost. Just a little bit more. Just like that. Nice and snug fit. Now the next thing we're going to do is we have a pattern to make the curve for the top of this handle, and this way, this is the shape of something that looks like this when we finish. Okay, so we have this, and this is the pattern that is used for it, and we're going to get that started. And the pattern is made by, first of all, finding the center of a piece of wood. And when you want to find the center of a piece of wood, very simply, since this is a rectangle, all we got to do to find the center is draw an X across the two end pieces diagonally, and wherever that lands will be the center without having to measure. So here you can see how we find the center. And again, we want to make sure that we have the bottom in the right spot. Okay, so make sure that we know which is the bottom, which is the top. Okay, so this is the bottom. And so therefore we have to mark it as being, this part being the bottom. Okay, the B. Okay. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take this pattern, and because it has a center line right there, you're going to line it up with the center line here. So it looks something like that. And then all you have to do is just trace it. And this is what I call a universal pattern. You know, we're going to have to make some changes here. Okay, and then you have two marks for the hole to be drilled. This is where you're going to drill a hole to make this little handle part. Okay, that's where holes are. That's why these holes are. These two. Those two. Okay, those two. Not the big ones. Okay. Now, once you have that made, look something like this. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to drill the two holes. We're drilling a hole and we can't use any power tools. We're going to use a device called an auger bit and brace. An auger bit and brace is really very simple. It is actually a screw. It is actually a screw that goes into a piece of metal, and it actually has an auger or a spur that actually cuts into it. And an auger bit and brace is used with an auger is used with a brace, and this is a brace. And a brace is used to hold the auger bit. And the auger bit usually has a number stamped on here. This one is stamped number 12, which means 12/16, which is equivalent to 3/4 of an inch. So therefore, this one here is 3/4 of an inch wide. There. Now you can see that this one here has a really deep thread. It looks like a screw, and when you drill it, it actually will pull out the wood. That's what it does. So to put this in, into the brace. There you go. Okay. Take a piece of wood, put a piece of wood behind it. And for those that can't see, all you have to do is just turn it. You just gotta turn the wheel. And that's it. Needs a little bit more. Here. And we mark off the center. Let's use a ruler. Now to cut it out, we can use a keyhole saw. This looks something like this. Okay, now the next thing is we have to file this so to make it really smooth. So now we're going to take out the files. Next tool we're going to use is a file, and the file actually is really hardened steel. It's half round on one side and round on the other, flat on one side, and they come in different shapes and sizes. We need this to actually shape our wood, In addition, we also will need a file card which has a bristle end and also has a metal end to clean it if we need to clean the file. Alright, after cutting the slot out to make your handle, it looks something like this. And now we're going to cut out the sides here. Make it fit inside the box. Now we're going to take a file, which is a rasp. This one's got teeth on it, which will start shaping it up for us. Okay, now we're going to use a rasp. It looks something like this. It's got teeth in it. And it's used to remove a lot of stuff. And that is how you make a handle.